Hey guys, welcome to the Skull Cat tutorial. To start off this makeup, you just want to completely whiten out your face. So with this, I am using a tag white body paint. I'm using a face paint sponge to apply the white paint, but you can definitely use a kabuki brush if you prefer that. I'm also adding some white body paint down to the bottom of my neck. You can choose to take it further if you want to. Using some black body paint and a round brush, create the outlines for your skull eye sockets. Also, while I'm there, I'm adding a couple of nice pointy frown lines as well. Using the same black body paint, just go around the face and outline any areas that you're going to darken out. Then when you're done outlining, get a sponge or a brush with another color. I'm using a dark purple body paint and I'm just filling in those darker areas. You can stick to just making it black if you want to, but I wanted to add a little bit of extra color to my makeup. For the smaller areas, it's a bit hard to work with a sponge, so you can use a brush as well to blend in that color. I'm going a little bit over my black lines as well, just to blend them in a little bit. After you've done that, get yourself a nice big brush and some black body paint, and you just want to give yourself a nice strong jawline. Also shade in the sides of your neck. Now you can use a smaller brush for this part if you want to. You just want to create some little outlines for your neck bones. Before we move on to shading, get yourself a little brush and start adding some extra details to the face. You want to add a nice little cat nose and the little stripe that goes down to the top lip. Here I'm just adding a few little dots to the muzzle, and also I'm creating some small cracks down from the eyes down to the muzzle as well. To add a few more little cracky parts as well, just to give it more of that skull effect. After you've finished adding some cracks, you can outline the bottom lip and just add some extra details around the face. So for the shading, I am using a small eyeshadow brush, and I'm just using a kind of red purpley eyeshadow. So I'm just going in around the darker lines that I've created and just adding a little bit of extra depth. You can go in along all of the cracks that you've made as well, just to give them a little bit of extra depth, and also go over some of your darker areas as well, just to get that colour back in there a little bit. Remember to add a little bit of extra shading to your neck bones as well. I'm also adding a little bit of the same eyeshadow just to my eyes to give it more of a matte finish and to bring that colour back into those darker areas a little bit. Before we stick on our ears, we kind of want to hide our own ears a little bit, so if you wanted to, you can darken out your ears with some black body paint. Now it's time to add our little cat's ear prosthetics. You just apply a bit of Prozaid onto the back and they stick on to the skin. So now that we've got our little ears stuck on, we want to add a little bit of extra shading so that they blend into the makeup nicely. So I'm just adding a bit of extra shading into the middle of the ears, just to add a little bit of depth in there. And also I'm going to be adding a couple of little dots around it. This helps hide the blend line, and also it's kind of a nice little spotty cat effect. Now it's time to add some final touches, so I am just creating some highlights with some white tag. Add a little bit of a liquid winged eyeliner if you like. I also added some eyeliner to the bottom of my eyes. Feel free to fill in your waterline as well. I'm also using a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick just to fill in that bottom lip. Cool, so that's the final look, guys. So obviously I added in some contact lenses. You can add lashes, some extra bling, glitter, or whatever you want. Hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. I'll catch you next time.